What if extinction does not begin with silence, but with one animal still breathing somewhere alone? Every extinct species has a final moment, but almost no one knows when that moment happens. There is no alarm, no announcement, no witness standing beside nature taking notes. Usually, the world only realizes later that the last one was already gone. This is the story of the final creatures humans saw before entire species became ghosts. Not monsters, not myths, but real animals, photographed, recorded, named, and then lost. The passenger pigeon once crossed the sky in flocks so massive they darkened daylight. To people watching from below, it seemed impossible that such abundance could ever vanish, but abundance can be deceptive. When every generation assumes there will always be more. Hunting, habitat loss, and disbelief pushed the passenger pigeon toward a final cage. Her name was Martha, and by 1914, she was believed to be the last. When Martha died, a species that once filled the skies fit inside one museum drawer. That is the terrifying math of extinction. Billions can become one, and one can become none. But Martha was not the only animal whose final chapter unfolded behind human glass. In Tasmania, another animal paced inside a zoo while its wild world disappeared. The thylacine looked like something stitched between dog, tiger, and living memory. It was hunted, blamed, feared, and protected only when it was already almost too late. The last known thylacine died in Hobart's Beaumaris Zoo in September 1936. The strange part is that protection arrived just before the species disappeared forever. Since then, people have searched forests, studied shadows, and questioned every blurry sighting. Maybe the thylacine is gone, but the doubt around it refuses to die. That doubt exists because the last known animal is not always the actual last animal. It is only the last one humans were able to confirm before the evidence stopped. Sometimes the final witness is a photograph, a footprint, a cage, or a body. Sometimes it is a keeper walking into an enclosure and finding history lying still. On the Galapagos Islands, one tortoise became the face of an entire lost lineage. His name was Lonesome George, the last known Pinta Island tortoise. For decades, scientists hoped he might save his kind, but no pure line continued. When George died in 2012, his death became larger than one animal. It became a warning that some endings can be watched for years and still arrive suddenly. But not every last known animal dies somewhere people can see it. Some disappear into rivers so wide and loud that even their absence becomes difficult to hear. The baiji, a pale river dolphin, once lived only in China's Yangtze River. Boats multiplied, noise grew louder, and the river became harder for dolphins to survive. In 2006, researchers searched its range and found no evidence that the baiji remained. No final cage, no last photograph, just a river where something no longer surfaced. That may be the cruelest ending, when extinction looks exactly like ordinary water. These stories are not only about animals, they are about how humans notice too late. We often count a species carefully only after we have already reduced it to almost nothing. A last known animal becomes a mirror, showing us the cost of delayed attention. But the mystery remains. How many final animals have lived and died without being recorded? Somewhere, the last member of a species may have wandered alone through a silent habitat. It may have searched for calls that never answered, scents that no longer returned. It may have slept under stars, unaware it carried an entire bloodline inside its body. And when it finally died, the world did not change, because the world did not know. That is why the phrase "last known" is both scientific and haunted. It admits what we confirmed while hiding everything we failed to see. For some species, there is a body in a museum and a date in a database. For others, there is only an empty forest and a rumor that refuses to end. That is why people still search for thylacines, ivory-billed woodpeckers, and river dolphins. Not because evidence is easy, but because absence is one of nature's hardest proofs. A creature can be unseen for years before it is truly gone, or gone before anyone accepts it. The line between survival and extinction is sometimes just one unverified shadow. And that uncertainty is where legends are born from science, grief, and hope. The last known animal asks us a question no fossil can answer alone. Are we witnessing endings, or are we only discovering them after the final breath? Every empty cage, every silent river, every still sky carries the same warning. A species does not need to be imaginary to become a ghost story. It only needs to vanish while someone is still asking whether it might return. So the real mystery is not what disappeared, but what we failed to protect while it was here.